What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we're diving into Lady Gaga's Born This Way album. I am so excited to check this out. A follow-up to such a huge release from Gaga, and as we've been kind of like doing more and more of Lady Gaga's career, it is just so necessary that we do a full album reaction to this. So this is definitely one of those albums that like had huge singles. So there's 4 tracks I know on this. Obviously, Born This Way, Judas, Bloody Mary, and Edge of Glory. And I didn't realize that all 4 of those songs were on this record until I pulled it up. And that is pretty crazy because those songs are fucking huge. That's all I'm saying. So I'm really excited to check this album out. I actually did a full watch party to the Chromatica Ball like last week. It's over on Patreon if you guys want to check it out. Links in the description. It's so cheap to sign up, and every single person that signs up directly supports this channel. Like, I can't stress that enough. If you have ever signed up to my Patreon, you directly supported me, and I love you so much for that. So if you guys want to watch the Chromatica Ball, it's like a 2-hour reaction or something. Links in the description. But after watching that and seeing some of the performances from Born This Way on there, as well as just the show as a whole, it made me realize I need to finish her discography before her newest album comes out, whenever that is. So I'm really looking forward to this. And like I said with Patreon, if you want to watch the uncut version of this, the full watch party, that's also going to be available on Patreon. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's already over there. Thank you guys so much. I hate to harp on Patreon so much, but I just appreciate y'all, because literally without it, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably be, I don't know what I would do. I've been doing this for so long now that I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing this. I feel like this is just so ingrained in my personality now. Anyways, none of that matters. I'm really excited about this, so we're going to go ahead and dive in. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Help me out. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Soldier to my own emptiness, I'm a winner. I'm gonna marry the night.
I can just picture her walking out, wind in the hair. Is that an organ in the back? Or a little key? I love when she does that. It bridges that little bit of like Broadway kind of feel I get from her in a lot of her music. She has so many theatrics, and even just little things she does with her vocal like that really adds to that. Yeah. Comes in so strong right there. Woo! Damn, that chord progression is so good too. Woo! Oh my God. Woo! That distortion is so heavy. It's really interesting because like you got like really heavy distortion, you have like some chaos going on in the instrumentals, but it's also like a very beautiful instrumental at the same time. And I kind of love that back and forth because it's so Gaga. I keep thinking I'm gonna know the words. Those backing vocals are sick. Hey! How many dance breaks? This is like the 3rd one. Hey! That rasp. Let's go, Gaga. That chord progression right there. Oh, and the feedback distortion at the end. Solid way to start this album. I really appreciate just this up-tempo beat as soon as we get in, like literally punching you right in the face in the first track. I'm also a big fan of the lyricism because I really do feel like if you are in this bit of loneliness, you're in this bit of, you get kind of like falling in and out of this relationship or whatever, you start to feel lonely. You start to wonder, like, am I ever going to have someone? But maybe you can find that compatibility just in the night, letting yourself go, letting yourself loose, whether that be just drinking or partying or meeting people, whatever the case may be, rather than being so against having to do that, just falling all the way into it, and I love that. The fuck? That bass is sick. It's so heavy. Woo! What the fuck? Those little those transitions right there are actually really sick. Woo! Gaga has such an interesting approach to like her version of like pop music. I'm really a fan of it because it is very experimental. I feel like this has a lot of like an industrial sound to it, which I really wasn't expecting. And it's so cool to hear like what she does with that. Hey! I feel like a lot of the drums in this album are very like hard hitting too. Woo! Makes me feel like I need to dance way more than I am. Let me out of my shell, Gaga. Woo! I feel like it's one of those songs that like I really appreciate the instrumental. I really appreciate her vocals in this, and I love how like dark it is, but I can't imagine ever like turning this song on. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's one of those songs that you hear and you're like, this is fucking sick. But then I can't imagine the vibe in which I'm actually, I take that back. I went to this Halloween party and like the DJ wasn't good. That's the worst, by the way. You ever go to a party and the DJ is just like not good? That will fuck the whole vibe up. This song should have been on that. It was very dark on the inside. There were a lot of like cool ambient lights. It was very like spooky, and I feel like this would have been so sick. So I take that entire sentence back.
John F. Kennedy.
What? The drums again. Oh. Okay, I love that. Let's go. Ooh. Woo. I've got so many feelings about this because the chaos of this song, again, now that I've pictured it in the right setting, I like want more of it. Like that industrial sound, it hits even harder as the song progresses, especially when these little moments, for example, that little vocal moment that I love from Gaga comes out. I feel like when you have that sweetness dropping back into that chaos, it is just, again, so undeniably Gaga. It's insane. I don't know what the song is about at all, other than because of JFK. I'd say maybe like a little bit of like a Marilyn Monroe type thing, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I love her vibe in this because it feels very, I feel like this is what we're going to get. Like when I listen to the song Disease, I feel like this sound, like Government Hooker with like maybe a little bit more like spicy, would be like Disease. So who knows what we're going to hear in the new Gaga album with tracks like that. All right. I actually have a full video, believe it or not, of Judas. I did a reaction to the music video like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe. You guys should go check it out because I love this song and I think it is a really cool video. All right, Americano.
In East LA, in floral shorts, as sweet as May, but not.
She sounds so New York. What? Oh yeah, dude. Yo, I gotta give it up to the production on this album because every song so far has really like created a vibe. It's more than just a song. I feel like it's like world building in a way, even though these are small songs. I feel like not small songs. They're like 4 minutes and 5 minutes long, but it's something about these single tracks that as you build in, it seems like every song has quite an intro that kind of like really lets the song build out. And this song is just like so on that.
You love me.
Woo! don't speak this language either. Did she say, I don't speak your Jesus Cristo? Me either. I've always been a fan of that delivery from her vocally. I feel like she does that in what, like Alejandro, I think. Maybe Paparazzi. One of those, I feel like she has that same approach. Hey, let's go. Woo! I love that she sticks to the bit in the sense that like every song, no matter what she chooses to do with it so far musically, is absolutely a dance banger on top of everything else. So again, add into that with the world building and everything else. You've also got songs that you just absolutely shake your whole fucking ass to. Fuck yeah. I love those drums. Oh, and the shot at the end, like I said, building it in. I fucking love a track that like I have no idea what's going on there. Just picking up a few things that I really appreciate from Gaga though. I really love that like very like New York sound. Like I feel like she's got such a New York sound to her when she does that more like classic singing, and I'm such a fan of it. And I love that she mixes that a lot in here. This instrumental is both chaotic, heavy, dark, and upbeat at the same time, which is very much the Born This Way feeling I'm getting so far. So I'm a big fan of that right away. You know, I don't speak your and I won't speak your Jesus Cristo, apparently, allegedly. All right, this is Hair. Aw, shit.
Whenever I'm dressed cool, my parents put up a fight. In the morning, I'm short of my identity. I spit the bomb and die. Why can't I be who I wanna be?
Oh, love that vocal approach from her. That is definitely like the vibe of Born This Way as well. Is like, I mean, I'm looking at the cover where she's half of a fucking motorcycle. I expect there to be some of that like rasp coming out, you know?
I spit the bomb and die. Why can't I be who I wanna be? I gotta know this is my way.
Oh yeah. Okay, I love this because it's obviously not, the hair is metaphorical. My hair is being a lot of things, metaphorical, not one of them, but the hair is metaphorical, just saying like, I want to be able to just be who I want to be who I am, let myself be naturally who I am. I want to be as free as my hair. And also sometimes, you know, your hair can also be sort of this representation of maybe like your like stylistic approach and things like that. The whole point being it's another way to present and represent yourself. And also it is a great metaphor for just the fact that when you just let it all out and wavy and crazy, it's just who you are. Let it be. Oh, that synthesizer. Sick production. God damn. I love that drum. It has this like surf vibe. Woo! High notes, let's go. Get Kenny G in here. God damn. Let's go. Okay, first off, why does this sound so 90s now? Like I'm so into this idea that like all these songs are just doing their own thing. Like what this song has done a lot of sounds and like it's had, I guess, a little bit of a 90s feel to it, maybe on like some of the bright spots, but this part right here. my God, her voice. Let's fucking go.
This is my prayer.
On like such a serious note, I'm so into that bridge of that song so much because it's really cool to see kind of like the journey of this song, right? Just starting from the beginning, kind of leading up to where we go, where she takes these vocals is fucking awesome because I really wasn't expecting it. Like you hear like, you know, little pieces here and there, but I feel like in the chorus and stuff, we're singing this like this very upbeat, everything's kind of feeling good. I didn't think I needed any more. Is all I'm trying to say. But like for a 5-minute song, you got a lot of room here, right? And I love that bridge because what Gaga does with her voice and just continuing the, you know, the intensity of the emotions, the idea of like, you know, just wanting to be so free and just be who you are. And it's so easy for us to talk about be yourself. Hey, you should do whatever you want to do. Do what makes you happy. All that shit is so stupid because at the end of the day, we can tell each other that stuff all the time. It doesn't matter. We have to feel it within ourselves. And the only way we can really do that is to live as free as our hair. And Gaga bringing that rasp, bringing that rock sound, continuing to push the vocal more and more the longer that bridge went on was incredible. And it really like got me stoked for the build up leading to that last chorus. So I'm a big fan. You know, a 5-minute song, that's a long song in modern day. If you think about that, this came out in 2011. So like streaming was like either like, let's see, 2010, I think Spotify came out in like 2011. So like maybe 2012. So we weren't even like on the streaming shit, right? Now we get songs all like 3 minutes, right? But it's really cool to kind of like hear her use that 5 minutes and really build it into something beautiful. That's sick. And again, I personally enjoy, you know, the meaning of like being whoever the fuck you want to be, but not in this sort of like way where I'm like, hey, you be who you want. I want you to be who you want, but I don't think me telling you is going to do it as much as you feeling it. You know what I mean? All right. This is that word.
Okay.
Wait, what does Gaga not speak? I feel like her Duolingo is insane. Oh God. Industrial. Okay, this absolutely is giving me the same vibe of Government Hooker. Literally that shitty Halloween party. It was actually a really sick Halloween party, but the DJ wasn't good. I feel like this song could have also been playing. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like we should DJ a Halloween party. Like we should like, I should sign up to DJ one. I do not DJ at all. I don't even know what the fuck I would do, but I should sign up to do one and we should live stream it just to see how bad it would be. Oh, I love the tone of her voice with the instrument being so heavy.
When I'm on a mission,
Cause I'm a freak bitch, baby. Oh, I love how okay, I do love how they brought that back in just now. Like, I think that's really cool to like, you know, I don't speak German, but, and then let that transition. That's cool. Even though I have no idea what's going on in these lyrics.
When I'm on a mission, I rebuke my condition. If you're a strong female, you don't need permission.
Let's go. Oh! I love that transition. I don't know the words. I love how this song grew on me so much from the beginning. Wait, okay. It's so funny. The start of that song, I was going to say, maybe this isn't the song that I enjoy on this record. You know, every record's got one. And it's funny because at the beginning, I'm like, okay, the German thing. I love the sound of it. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to follow. Dude, as this song built out, not only did I start to kind of understand what was actually going on, but I really fucking love this track by the end of it. I love where her voice went. I love that she kept pushing it more and more. And I feel like the whole idea is just being, the ability to just stand up and be who the fuck you want to be as a strong woman. I think at one point she says like, we're the feminists in the high heels, and you don't necessarily like, you don't have to be with somebody to be happy. You don't need a man's approval to tell you what is and isn't okay in love and in life and all those things. And it's crazy because like this is 2011. We were probably singing about this 10 years prior, 10 years prior, 10 years prior. And guess what? We're still doing it today because things don't really change. The perception of things change more than anything. I love this because now, like by the end of it, it's just so Gaga, right? It's so Gaga to have a song start in a different language, then start singing, and the idea being, I don't speak German, but I'll do it for you. And so here I'm learning how to do German and I'm singing because that's what you want, but because that's going to be some sort of approval that I need from you. But then as it builds on, she realized more and more, fuck that, I don't need that. I can stand up and be myself. And that is so Gaga. So fucking sick. Literally, I feel like I've heard multiple songs, not just on this record, but in general, where Gaga sings in anything but English, or at least like likes to throw little like nods to other languages, which I think is super cool too. Obviously, Gaga is much more cultured than I am, and so I'm really glad that Mother is teaching me right now. Otherwise, what the fuck would I even be doing right now?
We don't care what people say. We know the truth.
Let's go. I love Rockstar Gaga.
I'm a loser, baby, maybe I should quit. I can't find work.
Woo!
I'm a brat. I'm a selfish punk, I really should be smacked.
Hey!
They got divorced 'cause I ruined their lives.
I mean, this is just like everything that I've just heard now is just leading up to the structure of what it's like to be like. That's how you end up in like the alternative spaces. I feel like the rebellious kids that end up, you know, you grow up in these homes where maybe mom and dad weren't able to stick together, or maybe you were such a bad kid that they couldn't stick together, or maybe, you know, you always seem to be getting in trouble. You always seem to be doing the opposite of what everybody else wanted you to be doing. Come on. The way she says, I'm a bad kid, like that cadence is so sick. Right here. Oh, it's like she says, I'm a bad kid, but she like does it in a way where it's like, it's not lazy. Like that would be the wrong thing to say, but it's like, it's the way that she sort of like lazily says one of the words, but lets the other words kind of flow. That sounds so cool. It's like, she says like, I'm a bad kid as one word, essentially. Should I get a Gaga tattoo? Don't be insecure if your heart is pure is such a cool tattoo idea. Oh, and that guitar, bring it back. Yeah, there you go. See, this is that punk rock mentality that I'm talking about. This is what I always say. You know, I feel like sometimes people are probably like, why do you say all this is punk? This isn't a punk song. This isn't a punk band. This isn't punk. This. No, there is a mentality that comes with that alternative space and that like punk rock kind of mentality, that mind state to say, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do, even if it means that you're not going to like me. It's the fuck you to authority in a way. And I feel like this song is absolutely saying that. The things that she's saying are quote unquote bad. It's like, for her, you're saying all these things are bad, but I don't give a fuck because these are the things that are so ingrained in me to make me want to be who I want to be. It's just like hair. You wanting to be as free as your hair. It's the same with your personality. You got to let yourself be who you are. And it, you know, you shouldn't necessarily be like a bad person, but what'd she say? As long as your intentions are pure, as long as your heart is pure, there's no need to be insecure about who you are. If you're not trying to be a hurtful, hateful person, then be whoever the fuck you want to be. Ugh. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. Hey. Same. I don't know the words yet. Woo. make sure that I'm a bad kid. I think the whole point is this goes right back to that punk rock mentality. It goes back to hair. It goes back to all those things. It's just this idea of like, sometimes people are not gonna agree with you and who you are and what you do and how you represent yourself. It's gonna piss people off, right? It's gonna make people upset, especially stuck up people that can't necessarily like fucking imagine what it's like to be a human being outside of the shell that they've created around it. And I feel like Bad Kid is a really great example of that. I even like at the end, it's like, obviously don't be insecure if your heart is pure. You're still good to me, even if you're a bad kid, baby. I think that's the whole point. It's like, if you're not trying to be a shitty person, if you're like bad is really just the against the grain of culture, you're not so bad, right? And it's not so bad, even if the world's gonna make you feel like you're bad. Trust me, I feel like I'm in trouble 24/7. All right. Maybe that's childhood trauma, but I always feel like I'm in trouble. So I feel like just the idea of understanding that I can just like let my hair down, let my fucking like personality shine and be whoever I am, regardless of, you know, what culture or society tends to label me as. So Gaga, thank you again for just being an absolute fucking legend when it comes to shit like this. And I will say that the thing I love about this is like, this is 2011, right? Gaga still gives me these vibes. Gaga is still on the forefront of being whoever the fuck you are, even if people think it's weird. And I'm such a fan of that. Did I love when she wore a meat suit to the award show? Maybe for the art as a vegan, maybe not. But at the same time, it is just so Gaga. Like it, I don't know. Okay. This is Highway Unicorn. Epic. I feel like Highway Unicorn is the half motorcycle Gaga.
Run, run with her, run, run with her, run with her, run with her top down, baby, she flies.
Oh! How is this the least streamed song on this record?
Run, run, hot cha-cha, baby, she goes.
Woo!
Ride, ride, pony, ride, ride.
I'm picturing her this entire time as a motorcycle. That seems so fucked up, but I absolutely feel like that is the point of this song. And I just picture her on this open road, but ass is just like one giant motorcycle tire. Actually, I have a picture of it because it's the cover of this. It gives me that arena rock vibe I love from her.
She's just an American riding a dream. Don't care if your papers or your love is the law.
Woo!
She's a free soul burning roads with a flag in her bra.
A free soul burning roads with a flag in her bra. Let's go. That instrumental break is so good to me. Oh, that rasp. Let's go. This organ is bringing me to life. Let's go. Oh, what? This is ass beating music. We're about to mosh the fuck. Ugh. Okay, what is up with the last two tracks and why am I fucking obsessed with them? The least streamed songs are Bad Kids and Highway Unicorn, and I am offended by that. I find myself so fucking offended by that. Why are we not giving Highway Unicorn more love? Think about what we just did in that song. Let me fix this real quick. First off, we've got Gaga as a half fucking motorcycle going down the open roads like a wild hog, like a true motorcycle enthusiast traversing the world with a flag in her bra, burning the roads. Gaga fucking gives me so much in this. Like, I'm so into the power of this song because one, you've got that sort of like, you've got this feeling from Gaga that is so like rock spirited coming out. I feel like you hear it in the vocals, mostly in like the bridge and in the verses and stuff. It's kind of interesting. The chorus is a little bit more tame, But what I really love is that the power of this song is so fucking real. And I really do feel like I'm on an open road with Gaga, just literally on motorcycles. You just smell motorcycle in the fucking air. But it's really just about that freedom, about being able to go out there and live your fucking life. And what I really appreciate is all of the big anthemic sort of moments that would come from these drum and instrumental breaks that would really let Gaga's voice stand out, but at the same time, like, I wanted to mosh so hard to this song, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, if I didn't have these stupid plugged in headphones right now, I would have destroyed this room. You can absolutely bet your ass I would have. Like, that's how good that shit is. Man, this is why I do these deep dives, because I realize that, like, I'm definitely a deep cut person. Like, I love a single, and like when a song is written to be a single, it's going to be fucking good. It is widely loved by almost everybody when they hear it. But like, this is why I feel like albums are so important, because I've never heard Bad Kids. I've never heard Highway Unicorn. I don't even know that I would have clicked on Highway Unicorn, because I do think the name is not my favorite. However, holy shit, like, the best song on the record, and it's not even close. All right. Okay, that is hard to say, because we didn't do the 4 big singles on this, and 2 of those happen to be 2 of my favorite Gaga songs, which is Judas and Bloody Mary. So like, I will take a little bit of that back, but it's important to say that, like, Highway Unicorn, if we're just talking about non-single songs, Bad Kids and Highway Unicorn are my favorite so far. It's this heavy metal lover. I'm so interested to see where this goes. Let's go. You gotta admit, I can just, like, I'm picturing the scene right now. A lot of blonde hair, a lot of alcohol, a lot of red lipstick going down. I mean, heavy metal love is hot if you think about it. Like, there's just a lot of, like she said, there's a lot of leather. It's sticky. It's sweaty. I feel like it is the most, like, both metal and sexual moment at the same time. Love that vocal run right there. God damn. Heavy distortion on that bass.
Dirty pony, I can't wait to hose you down.
Hey. Dirty pony, I can't wait to hose you down. Woo. Oh man, I'm gonna make that my ringtone. I know that seems so ridiculous, but I really like that vocal loop right there. Not loop, but that little vocal section. Oh yeah. I could be your girl, but would you love me if I ruled the world? Meaning, I could be your girl, but would you still be okay with me if I had the power? Oh, the filter to bring it back in. The phaser, sorry. That is so catchy. That vocal loop is stuck in my head already. And that really sucks that it is already stuck, because this album's not over. And I need more of that. Oh my God. I don't know about you guys. I have really bad ADHD, if you can't tell. And one of the things that I do for, like, the dopamine fix is I'll put on one song like 200 times in one day. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. It's a problem. And so, like, every day it usually changes. Typically I'll turn on an album, I'll listen to a song, I'm like, oh my God, this song is, like, so good. I'm gonna just use it as a drug for the next several hours. That vocal loop right there is gonna earn this song as the spot on possibly today's dopamine addiction, because what the fuck? That is, like, so well written right there. I feel like the lyricism kind of gives me a throwback to track 7, which is the word I can't say, SCHIBE. I don't know how to say that correctly. Which, in that song, we were kind of talking about, like, you know, being able to kind of, like, be who you want to be regardless of the opinion of some man. At least that's what it sounded like. And I feel like, and this is the kind of same thing. It's like, I want to be your lover. I want to do all this wonderful, crazy rock, fucking metal shit with you. But like, are you still gonna love me if I have all this power? Are you still gonna love me if I rule the world? Kind of the whole point being is like, can you still love me that same way if the roles are reversed and I'm the one in power? I don't know if that's really where she's going with that song. But I'm only saying that based on some of the lyricism I've already heard leading up to this. However, that vocal fucking section in that chorus is everything to me. It's everything. I feel like I already want to listen to it again. This is so bad. Okay, we're not going to do it though. Electric Chapel. Wait, what? So sick. Why didn't she do this live? Wait, I think Gaga might have just helped me discover something for myself. It turns out a genre that I really love is metal that is also club music. Oh. Hey. Oh. Okay, hold on. Bring that back. That little synth for just like 2 seconds. Oh, that is such great composition right there. Let's fucking go, team. I don't know if there's a Born This Way like concert that she did, if there's like a full like DVD or something that I can buy, so if we can watch it. But I need to see the song performed live. Oh! Let's go. Oh. That organ. Oh. I'm just a big fan of the transitions in this album, just in total. Like I just feel like every time there's a transitional moment, something really cool instrumentally happens, and it definitely happens here with that little not even 2 seconds. It's literally like a 1 second synthesizer loop, and then right back into that guitar. Gaga is fucking metal as fuck. This makes my heart so happy. It's dance metal. What? Also, Gaga as Stevie Nicks? What? Oh my God. What is up with that note? That is so fucking good. And again, I will say it again. It's giving Stevie Nicks vibes. I'm snapping because I know Gaga would want it like that. All of the random, like think about the things that we heard, like there's the little synth loops, the organ just randomly coming up. All of those pieces create this like amazing atmosphere for this track that I'm so fucking mad that we're not watching it live right now. I personally feel like this is one of those songs that are meant to be performed live. You hear that guitar wants to be in your face. That dude playing wants like the pick to drop, and you get right here sometimes. It's like right here, just blood dripping because you lost the pick, but you got to stick to the fucking solo. You know what I mean? And I want to see that live. I want to see just the blood, the sweat, the tears, all the things that you love. What is going on? I feel like I'm drinking coffee, and I feel like there's coffee on my face. Do you see me keep touching it? Anyways, I am such a big fan of this sound. I want it. I want it live. I want it live. The way that she blends dance metal so effortlessly makes me sick because like, how can you do it so well? I also absolutely, hands down, best vocals I've heard on this record are that last little section, that like little 20-second, I wouldn't even say it's a bridge so much as like a post-chorus leading to the outro. It is so fucking powerful, so strong. That raps, that grit, that rock, all of the soul, emotion, everything I want out of like this piece of Gaga I just got. We need a Born This Way live full life thing. I'm sure there is one. I mean, come on. All right. So last track, because Edge of Glory has been out a long time. I've heard the song so many times. So this is You and I.
Been a long time since I came around. Been a long time, but I'm back in town. Again to be your baby doll.
Woo!
This time I count where you belong. In the corner of my bar with your high heels on. About this place.
Oh. Okay, the fact that it actually has like a good guitar riff kind of feel of like something you would hear playing in the speakers of a bar is fucking awesome.
Stick on your face.
Oh,
Something for rock and roll. Muscle cars drove a truck right through my heart.
oh my God.
Sit back down, eat it. Something about this place.
You know what's cool is like this entire record has it has a theme to it in this rock sound, which is so interesting because you hear so many different kind of like interpretations of that as kind of we go on. For example, you'll hear like Government Hooker, which has like this industrial rock, industrial metal kind of feel to it. But then like we work our way down and like Bad Kids, Highway Unicorn, Heavy Metal Lover, Electric Chapel have all had kind of a similar sound to me. And this You and I, it's kind of, all right, take this journey with me really quick. We listened to Highway Unicorn, and I feel like it is literally this moment in which Gaga is on this freeway, kind of like open roads and kind of like living that life, right? And I felt that way going into like Heavy Metal Lover as well, because like now that we're on this open road, there's like I'm picturing more leather in this record. Once we get to there, I'm picturing more metal, more of all those things. And then we get to like track 13, You and I, and it feels to me very much like you pulled over to this like bar on this journey, on this highway. You pull over on this bar and you're having these like memories that you have had at this place with this person. But what's really cool is that like anybody who's ever been really to a bar, but specifically like not like clubs and stuff, but like actual like bars, I feel like this is absolutely what you would hear playing from the jukebox so loud. And so I'm picturing Gaga in her high heels, on the couch, on the bar, whatever, like being in this place. And like, I can picture the lighting and all of these things that are kind of going on in it. And I love that the music has such a visual component to it because of the way it's presented. It really does feel like I'm watching her perform this live at this bar, which is so cool. I don't know. Fucking sick to me. I need a live version of this now. Oh, you know what? This whole time I've been thinking like, man, people are going to get the wrong idea when I say that this sounds like it should be played in a bar. Like, because I think that if you're like, not saying that people aren't cultured enough to know that, but like, if you don't go to these things, then you could think what I'm saying and be like, oh, like you think you should just play some shitty music in a dive bar? No, this is a really great fucking song. And I realize now that all those visual components that I have to it are true. Cause she literally says, pick your drinks up. The whole point being she's in a fucking bar. Damn. Hell yeah.
And Jesus Christ, there's
One more time.
There's only three men that I'ma serve my whole life. It's Medallion and Nebraska and Jesus Christ.
These guitars. Yeah. I'm fucking so into it. The first 5 songs that we listened to on this record already had me feeling a way about this album. I enjoyed it. I love that there was this like super heavy emphasis on the dance piece to this like metal kind of feel, rock kind of feel that she's kind of doing in here. But what's really cool is that like once Bloody Mary comes on, I know we didn't do a reaction to it because it's one of my favorite songs from her, but I feel like Bloody Mary on, the vibe kind of changes a little bit in a way that I very much appreciate. It's crazy that some of the lowest streamed songs that I'm about to tell you are my favorite, because Bad Kids, Highway Unicorn, Electric Chapel, You and I I mean, really the back half of this album is my favorite. No matter how much I love these tracks when we first started, I feel like things really picked up and really started to cater to my taste once we got to the back half of this album. This is what I wanted to hear, because when we watched the Chromatica Ball, I could hear this rock coming out of Gaga so hard that she was almost having to hold it back. And so being able to go into this record and kind of like expect that I was going to hear some of that, but not get it till the back half of the record was perfect, because it allowed me to really appreciate the rest of these songs. Yeah, my favorite tracks though, definitely Bad Kids, Highway Unicorn, You and I, Electric Chapel, Heavy Metal Lover, whatever. I love them. I need a live version of this like now. I feel like these songs, while they are great to be heard in headphones, I need her to just go nuts on this entire discography live. Not discography, this track list. So whereas like with Chromatica Ball, we only had sections. I think there were like 4 tracks from this. I need to see like, can we get at least 12 to 14? Did she do a performance for this record when it dropped? I need to know, because I want to see her in all her leather and the fucking red lipstick and the blonde hair. Like, this is such a fucking mood right here. This is such a like moment for Gaga. I want to experience it live. This is definitely like my biggest takeaway from this is that she can effortlessly blend genres that she appreciates together. You can already tell with just like her second album out, like you already know that she was just cementing herself in pop fucking icon history. And I'm so excited that we're checking that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite tracks from this were, because I feel like, yes, this album has been out for a while now. These songs have had a lot of time to grow on y'all. What are y'all vibing to all these years later? I definitely want to know. Also, make sure you guys go check out Patreon, full uncut album reaction to this for every song that we reacted to. You can see the full thing over on Patreon, as well as the Chromatica Ball. If you guys want to check out why I wanted to do this album, check out the Chromatica Ball. All right, I love y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.